Good evening and welcome to Next Kitzur's daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Tonight we are starting Siman Mem Hey Hilchos Birchos HaMazon. Sif Aleph. Shlosh Achlu B'Yachad Tzvichen Devorach B'Zimun. If three people ate together, they have to make a bracha to bench together in the Zimun. The mitzvah should both ala kos, and it's a mitzvah is preferable they bench on a cup of wine. On a cup. In Efshar Tzvichen Chada Shiyeh Kosyan, if possible, they should try and make sure the hidden mitzvah that there should be a cup of wine. If it's not possible for them to get wine, sheicha or yain tabash, it should be sort of beer or honey-based wine, or yain saraf or mild wine, which is when that is the drink that everyone drinks, a common drink. That means in a situation, let's say, where wine, you can't find wine, doesn't grow within a day's journey of the city, would be okay, and therefore wine is very expensive in that city. And therefore they frequently drink these other drinks in place of wine. Therefore you can use those. Some say that if you're benching, even on your own, you require to have a cup. But now again, and people who are particular, they have the custom that when they bench on their own, they just hold the cup in their hands, rather than leave it on the table in front of them when they bench. First you fill the cup and then you wash your hands if you do my machore. If you've got a cup of wine and you've already drunk some of the wine, everything that's left in the cup has become in some way defective. Actually, and you cannot use it until you fix it. That means you add, add to the wine that was already left behind a bit of other wine or a bit of water that's not as effective. But since you need to fill the cup l'shem bracha, therefore if the cup is pogum, for whom you're trying to fix it, and after you fix it, you have to pour it all back into the bottle, and then from the bottle back into the cup, the shem bracha. So you're pouring from the bottle into the cup is the shem bracha, rather than fixing what was already in the cup. The cup that you're benching over has to be whole. Even if the base at the bottom is broken, even if it's just that bit that's broken, it's still possible. Even if some sort of damage at this edge of the kli, even a small amount, it's in a way chipped, possible. You have to rinse it from the inside and wash it on the outside. And you clean it in a good way that the cup is clean. You should pour from the bottle into the cup for the purpose of bracha. And the cup should be full. One is benching the cup of b'shtei. You should take hold of it in two hands. To show how valued the cup is. He wants to take hold of it with all his power. Like it says in the Pasuk, you'll lift up with your two hands for holiness, and then bless Hashem. And afterwards, once he's taken in two hands, and he removes his left hand and holds it on its own, without help from the left hand. And he should look at it because in order that he doesn't divert his attention from it. And he should hold it at least a tefach above the table. It says, lift up the cup of redemption. I call that in the name of Hashem. Somebody's left-handed. He should hold in his right hand, which is actually the left hand. And you should ideally remove the vessels that you finished eating with from the table before you bench. If all the people eating together are of equal stature, and there is a Kohen among the group, there's a mitzvah to honor him with benching, which as it says, we should make him holy. If among the group there is someone of greater stature, then he should bench. And there's a custom to give to let an ovel bench. But that's only if they are equal stature. It's appropriate to give the benching to someone who is of good eye, hates bribery, and uses money for gemilas fasadim. Shneimar says, "Tov ayin hu yivarach." Someone who's good of eye should be blessed. I'll take you yivarach and yivarach. And we can read it not as he should be blessed, but he should bless. He should do the benching. Sivba. Someone is benching Yema Betchila Havlan on the Mavorich. He should say at the beginning, come, let's bench. He called Milit the Kedusha by Hasmana. Because anything which is a matter of Kedusha requires a preparation or invitation. And those who are eating together should answer Yehi Shem Hashem Mevorach Matavad Elah. Ba'akach, and afterwards Omer Mevorach on his benching says Bereshus V'Chaleh Mevorach Shafana, etc. But Mesubin Omer and Baruch Shafana Mishaleh. The Chayzer Mevorach Omer Kam Hu Baruch Shafana. And then the person who's benching answers also says Baruch Shafana Mishaleh. The Nogim B'Tas Mekem Shla'achas Sish Siman Mevorach and Metzvah Chayinu Omer HaMesubin Amen. In some places, the custom is that after the person who's benched finishes off what he's saying and he says Metzvah Chayinu, then everyone else says Amen. And in some places, they have the minhag not to say Amen. There are also different customs with regards to saying Baruch V'Baruch Shema. Some say that the person benching says it when you're doing the Zoom with only 3 people. And some say you only say it when you're doing the Zoom with 10 people where you actually mention Hashem's name. Then he should say it. And that is the appropriate custom. But and the rest of the people shouldn't say it, only the person who's benching should say it. And also, someone who's benching on his own without a Siman should not say Baruch V'Baruch Shema. The one who's leading benching should bench out loud. And the other people should say it with him word by word, but quietly. And the each bracha, they should try and speed up to finish before the person who's benching the bracha, in order they can say Amen to his bracha. After benching, you should make a bracha on the cup which you benched over. Which shows a shear of revius and drink a measure of revius, in order that you're able to make the bracha acharon. If the cups of those people who are around are pogum, then the person who's benching has to give a bit from his cup into their cups. After he's made the bracha of hagofen, before he drinks, so that they can also make a bracha on cups which are no longer pogum. Similarly, if their cups are empty, he adds a bit of wine from the kosher bracha into their cups. But then they shouldn't taste any of that wine until the person who benched has actually tasted some of the wine. They're supposed to have their own cups, which are not pogum. Then the Mavorach does not need to pour some of his own from his own cup into their cups, and therefore they can taste before he tastes. That's the best way to do it. It's preferable, better if possible, that everyone has a full cup for themselves. If test. If the person who actually benched doesn't want to drink the wine, some say some say he's able to give it to someone of the other people who was around the table who benched. The other person should make the bri paragofen. If he yish revius and drink a revius, you go and then bench a broch on the wine. Some say it's a nasus kin, you should not do that. And the dafka mavorach for zimun who you broch on the coast, that only the person who benched the zimun, he is the one who has to make the broch on the coast. And that's the best thing to do. If you if 2 people lay together, it's a mitzvah for them to find a third person to join together with them for a zimun. Even if the third person turned up only after the first 2 had finished eating, I've not finished so much that if someone had brought them a little bit of more food to finish off the meal, they would eat it. Then they're not considered completely finished, and it's a mitzvah for them to join together with the third person to make a zimun. How do they join together with that third person? They should give him a kazayas of food that he'd be required to bench for, and then he can join with them. Some say that he has to specifically have bread. Some say that it's enough with other kind of mazonos. Some say even further that some say it's enough just to have fruit or vegetables. Some say even further that he doesn't eat anything, like he drinks or revius or some drink besides water, then that's enough to join together the zimun and that is the custom. And then he only didn't eat, actually, he only drank You can still say in the Zimun Sha'achana Mishlo, Kishasir Bechal Achila, because drinking is included in that eating. And after the original two who had benching finished the bracha of Zanas Hakal, Ozi Baruchu bracha acharin amash achal hashasal, and he makes his own benching on what he ate or drank. In Bar Shlish Achash, Shakabad not to the day of my macharonim. The third person only arrives after they've already washed their hands on my macharonim, Shuv Enim Mitzvah, then he can no longer join with them. Sifid Aleph. Shlosh Achlu B'Yachad, the two who relate together, Kimish Neschayim Zimun, Einon Rishayim Lechalek. Once they've already become chayiv and zimun, then they can, since they've chayiv and zimun, they can no longer split up. Similarly, 4 or 5 people. Even one of those 4 or 5, even though he leaves a bit tack behind him, he cannot bench on his own. Because it will become mechuyev to bench with the zimun. If there are 6 or more, up to 10, they can split into 2 groups. Because that leaves a zimun for each group. So if you're based, if there are 10 people in the group, it's chayv levarach b'shem. You have to bench saying Hashem's name. The Hainish and Mavarach Omer. I mean, the person who's in the bench says Mavarach Elokim Yishachanu Mishaleh. But when he does that, Le'yim and Mavarach Le'elokim, you shouldn't say let's bench Le'elokim to Hashem. You should say Mavarach Elokim, let's bench Hashem. Bless Hashem. Ramasubin Omer Mavarach Elokim Yishachanu Mishaleh. And then people respond saying Mavarach Elokim Yishachanu Mishaleh. The Kirish is chayv levarach b'shem. And since they're now mechuyev an extra level to bench with the name Hashem, they're no longer allowed to split up. And then came ha'asara, him esrim or yos, unless they are 20 or more, then they can split. Because that will leave each group, if they split into groups of at least 10, each group will retain the ability to bench and do a zimun with Hashem. Thank you very much.